Hey, hey, and welcome again to For Feck's Sake Marketing Adventures with Carmel and Sarah. I sing that, I think, nearly every day. As promised yesterday, so this week is all about video. And yesterday we actually talked about the best software that we found, and I shared my screen with you and showed you about that and how easy it was to make videos. Obviously, we didn't make one, we didn't have enough time on the live. So today we're going to talk about, it's okay making a video, but what do you need to say on the video? Now, sometimes people get a little bit scared when you say you have to script it or you have to do this, blah, blah, blah. It's not as scary as you think. You can brain, my favorite thing to do is I brain dump it and then I put it into the process. So get the information out, but you just put it in a structured way that it will make sense to the people you're talking to, and also it will be more inclined to get them to take action, because that's the whole objective of making the videos for your marketing. These are direct response, take an action type videos that we're talking about now. There's lots of different videos, but these ones that we're talking about right now are that. So if you put them in a structure, as I'm going to throw to Sarah in a minute, the copywriter, and if you put them in a structure, they're more inclined. It's like a story. It's like, I think I spoke yesterday about watching a TV program. You know, imagine if they put the middle of it in the beginning and then they put, you know, it wouldn't make sense. So you wouldn't be able to follow the story. It'd be too complex. And halfway through you go, you know what, I'll go watch something else. So it's the same with the video. It has to grab their attention. It has to keep them entertained in some way, shape or form on an emotional level. And then it has to say, well, here's what you need to do. So we're going to talk about two different ones today, Sarah.
We are.
Yes. So, and then Sarah's going to talk about the different, the two different scripts. And then I'm going to share my screen again if you hang in there. And I'm actually going to show you how easy it is to take one of these scripts and put it into a video and see the magic that happens, that how that in video software will actually make a video for you. So off you go, young Sarah.
Thanks, Carmel. Yeah, I think it's important when we are making videos to have a bit of a structure. It can kind of take that weight off your shoulders of trying to do the techie stuff and then also trying to do the writing and scripting as well. So we're going to share two scripts today. The first one is called the BLOT, B-L-O-T, and that stands for the bottom line on top. So what does that mean? It means that when people tend to write their message, they usually start at the top of the page, they end at the bottom. And what we often see when we're looking at people's copy or reviewing people's marketing is that they've always put the biggest, juiciest line, the biggest thing at the very bottom of the page or at the very bottom of the post. Yeah. And so what the BLOT is saying is, because especially this is video and it's chronological and we can't just skim through it, is make sure that whatever that big juicy promise is, that big statement that you want them to know, is up the front of your copy, up the front of your video. So that's what the bottom line on top means. It usually means whatever you usually write at the bottom, which is usually a big juicy promise before you say call to action. It's not the call to action. It's usually a big juicy promise. It can be used interchangeably with the headline, but we just want to make sure that whatever that big statement is on that very first slide of your video is a big benefit statement, a big juicy promise to them, so that they know what they can expect when they keep watching the video. So a classic way to put a bottom line on top is to use the how-to headline, how to achieve something without you know, a barrier or an obstacle that they perceive as getting in their way, something like that, or how to, even if. So those are two quick little bottom lines on top that can help you craft your message in a way that's going to grab attention on that very first slide.
I just thought of one, as you said it, it's how to lose 10 kilos without having to give up chocolate.
Yep, love it. So, I mean, in that simple bottom line on top, the hit, which is your headline, Yeah, you've talked directly to an avatar, someone who's looking to lose weight, and you've talked directly to one of their problems or their perceived barriers to losing weight, which is that they love chocolate. Who doesn't?
I love chocolate. Do I have to give it up if I want to lose weight? Yeah.
And we use one often, which is how to, get ahead on your online marketing, even if you're not a techie person. So we're talking directly to a certain group of people, and we're saying, even if you're not techie, because you and I were both not techie when we started this adventure. So that's a great one, bottom line on top. So big, strong headline on that first slide. Then you can go into talking maybe a little bit more about the problem, moving into the solution that you're offering, the benefits of that, and then a quick call to action at the bottom. So the videos we're talking about, especially using in video and for promotion, we're looking at 30 to 90 seconds. These are not big essays. These are not big films. We're not creating documentaries on your business. They're those quick snippets of information that for the right person, remember, it's the right message to the right person at the right time. So the message, this is the script, the person you're going to be writing specifically for someone, and video helps us with getting the right time because they last forever out in social media land and YouTube. So it's a matter of maybe someone searching and finding your video in the long run. So that's the first script that we teach to our members and exceptional entrepreneurs. The second script is one that we have actually learned through Russell Brunson. So some of you may know Russell Brunson as the co-founder of ClickFunnels. Multi-millionaire, knows a thing or two about online marketing and video sales. So if he reckons a formula is good, well, then we will use it. And we've actually tested this and we got amazing results for our previous.
And we don't have any obligation to ClickFunnels or anything like that. We don't even use it.
We don't use ClickFunnels, but I have to say his books are great. And this is where we found this formula that we now have put into our toolbox. So this is a very simple one. It's 3 steps. Again, we lead with a hook. So it's a bit like the bottom line on top, making sure there's a big juicy promise or a big statement that's going to grab attention on top. Then we go into a story. So story is one of those things that's very compatible with social media. We love hearing stories. We love seeing behind the scenes. So the story can be something, maybe it's your story, maybe it's one of your clients' stories, maybe it's a story about the before and after transformation people can achieve using your product or service. And then we end with the offer. So that's when you can actually outline maybe what your PDF is about or what your next workshop's about, whatever that is. So it's just 3 steps. And then all of these always have a call to action at the end. But the hook story offer is quite it's a good one to remember. It's an easy one to remember. And writing stories, we've all kind of written stories before. We wrote stories at school, when we were little, we were writing stories. So stories is one of those things that every human being can connect with, especially if it's got some emotion in there. So those are the 2 that we're discussing today. And
cool.
Throw it to you, Carmel, and let's see how we get a script in video.
Yeah, and these things save you freezing in the screen, go, what am I going to say? What am I going to say next? But because you can take your time, as I say, my strategy is to brain dump first and then weave it into it, because I can write it down or record yourself on Otter or something like that. If you're not a writer, record yourself and then you can put it into Otter and it comes out. That's a whole other thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to show you the InVideo platform that we showed you yesterday, but I'm going to show you how you can actually get a script, put it in, and what it looks like that it starts to make this fantastic video already for you. So just bear with me. Un momento. There we go. Okay, so this is where I've logged in to InVideo, the same as I showed you yesterday. And if you, these are the 3 different choices. So remember we talked about the pre-made templates, text to video, or blank canvas. So I have one already made, but I'll just show you the process, how easy it is. So you would click, you want to make a text to video one, then you go down here, you choose which of these you want it to be, so square, wide, or vertical, and you choose which of the templates. So you're still choosing a style of template, although the words are going to change. You just look at how it looks, how does it move, and you literally just say yes. It'll hear it play straight away, and you just go, yes, I want to use that. So you can test it out. And this here is where you can put your headline. So whether it's bottom line on top or it's hook story offer, you put your headline in here, and then you put the text down here as well, and you add the rest of the story here. And you'll see this little thing, auto suggest images or videos. Once you've done that, you just click next and it comes like this. So this is a script we've already put in. So it's called How to Make Shut Up and Take My Money video. This was for a webinar that we did, myself and Sarah. So we put the text all in here. This is what happens after you've put it in and hit save. Now, these images, we have changed some of them, but this is what will happen. It will bring you up some images. Some may work, some may not work, and that's exactly fine, because you can really easily change any of them that you want to by simply going over here to an image. Now, there's lots of images already here, or you can search for an image, or you can actually bring your own image in by uploading it here. And it's as simple as moving it like so, and that will change it, but I'm not going to leave that there and ruin our video. So it's literally as easy as that. And you can do the same with the videos. You can bring the videos over and change them. So this is a video. So you can actually change everything from here. You don't even have to go into massive editing or anything like that. You can change the text here. Some of it might be too long. You can test if this one's working well by just playing that frame. You can make it from a headline to a question. I'll just show you if I decided to make that a question, how it changes. I'm going to change it back. It just changes the look of it to a question, it has a question mark on it. So it's really easy to use, and it gets you on the framework, as we talked about yesterday. It gives you the framework to get started so that you're not going, oh my God, there's too many buttons, there's too much editing, what can I do? And you can put your script in here and get moving already. Now, there are, of course, with anything, there's a lot of advanced stuff you can do and everything like that, but we don't have time in a live to actually go through all of those details with you. But what I will do is, I'm just thinking I will play this video quickly so you can actually see how that one didn't change properly, did it?
I think it had some editing over top of it previously. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I ruined the video. So let me go and find that video.
Just before we jump there, Carmel, I think it's just really important to understand the power of what we've just shown them. This is
we skip over it now.
yeah, and I think it's just take the time. So we're actually bringing copy in. It's automatically creating our slides for us. We're not building them one at a time. It's going to suggest images. But the amazing thing with InVideo is this is like a stock library, not just of images like stock photos, but of stock videos. So at no point in this video are we putting our faces in as a video. We just go over to the left, search videos, and there's just hundreds, if not thousands, of video clips that we're using to create a video. And that is so powerful, to not have to get a videographer and get someone filming you and then thinking, oh, I want a shot of, I don't know, someone drinking a coffee at a cafe. I have to go get someone to video that and it looks shit on my iPhone, and I want, you know, I want quality images and I want quality video. This is like a stock library, which just makes it so much quicker and so much easier to get those 30 to 90 second promo videos out and not sit on making a video for weeks, if not months, trying to get it perfect. These sorts of videos you could use as Facebook ads. You can use them to promote your next meetup. You can use them as your promo posts if you're doing an organic marketing strategy. It's so powerful, even without going any further into the editing of these slides, which we can do. And of course, I think the other thing just on here is the ability to change the music. So it comes in with template. The template has a soundtrack attached. But again, it has this massive library. Look at that, like over 5,000 rock tracks of music that you have full rights to use on your videos. So I think we mentioned yesterday, like for $5 a month,
Yeah.
This is insane value.
Yeah.
It's the best we've
And
found.
yeah, you can go to the genre or the mood or like there's, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
want to
we
sort of
almost
reframe
take it,
that because we're so used to it that we forget of
take it
actually
for
how
granted.
amazing it is for anyone who's new to all of this. Yeah.
And with the videos, just while Sarah was talking, I just went drink coffee. Now, I just want to point out another thing. Number one, you can hover over these, it will show you what it is. But you'll see these ones here that we've used are premium. So I did mention yesterday, there are ones that would normally be paid for videos or images in stock photos and things like that, that you get a certain amount of them free per month in this for $5 a month as well. Sounds like we're just going $5, we're getting it. It's just, we're in love with it because we haven't found one better. We just haven't.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's so much stuff there. You just hover over. So if your ideal client is a man, is a woman, I love this one. You found this one, Sarah. You made this video. Like if you just look at this stuff. It just makes me laugh every time because look at the image and the words and what it conveys to you in 8 seconds, 6 seconds, nearly 6.5 seconds. Like you can't do that in just writing alone. You'd have to get images, video, and all that. When you join them all together, it just amps it up so high.
Yeah, I think it's the power of video to tell emotional stories quickly with less copy than, like you're saying, if you're writing maybe the sales page, you probably would have a lot more emotional writing in there to try and trigger an emotional connection with people. But you can just, it's a bit of a skill and it's a bit of a rabbit hole finding the right images and the right videos. But boy, when you get the right image or the right video clip to help support the copy, it can do amazing things for your marketing.
Once you're in the page as well, I'm just saying, like, there's always something new coming up, like always, they're always adding new stuff. So at the moment, you can actually reach out a new feature to just today, Sarah, you can reach out and go like that to edit the timeline. You can do it with 2 fingers, yeah. But besides,
I'm guessing that's on a laptop, you mean?
Yes.
Like on a mouse.
Yeah. You can add your logo to all of these. So here's the thing that I love about this. If you're getting in and you're playing with it and you're having some fun with it, you can make videos for other people and actually make it pay for itself anyway. You just need to make one video a month and charge somebody for the awesome video. You're getting your practice in and you're going to charge more than $5 a month for it. But yeah, we're just in love with it, as you can tell, because it just is so cool. It literally is just so cool, and so many add-ons, things that are coming out. You can see there's a new thing there about logos. I haven't even checked that yet. Music, as Sarah said, images, your own uploads, bring in your own videos as well. You can do that. But in the meantime, you don't have to. So I'm going to just show the whole video. Guys, this is not a promo video for something we're doing now. This is a video we've already made. We're showing you this webinar is over. We do have a recording of it if ever somebody did want it, but that's not the purpose. We're showing you how the script is in there, how easy it is to make a video, how the script has gone from the hook, the story, and the offer. Now that you know that in your mind, I want you to look at the video and see if you can spot those 3 parts in it, because that will give you an idea how to write your own script. So I'll just share it from here. It should be fine, shouldn't it? Cool. Slightly smaller. Yep. Cool. Now you can see where I changed the very beginning slide was slightly different than the others, and that's just an editing thing. I didn't go back and fix it, but all of the others were the same. You can also see at the end where my face was brought into it, and that was just a decision that we made. So I'd love in the comments if you can let us know if you spotted those three parts, where the hook was, where did you enjoy the story part of it, and did you see the call to action, the offer at the end? Now that you can see that. So we have shared with you so much. I love talking about videos because it's just it has blown my mind. So you can tell I get so excited about it. So we've showed you how to kind of the software. We've given you a bit of a brief look at the software. We've shown you 2 scripts today, or talked about 2 scripts. So one of the things that quite often people do is save their videos on YouTube, which is fine for a certain level. However, depending on where you're using your videos, it's not always the best place to have them, because we know when the YouTube, even if they have the link to it, the ads come up, you can tell it's YouTube. Depends on who your target audience is and what you want them to see. Do you want them to see that it's just on YouTube with all the ads, or do you want them to see a clean video? Especially, I'm sure Sarah will go into it a little bit further if it's going on a sales page or something like that. When you click on that, you don't want a YouTube thing coming up. You want a clean video. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So what's the other important things to think about when you're storing your videos, Sarah?
Yeah, I think it's just the purpose of it and the intent of it. So, you know, that video there, I think we put that up in Facebook. So that went up in Facebook. It's stored in Amazon S3. So I think it also went on a registration page. We might have edited the end of it. I'm not sure if it ended up on YouTube, that one. But I think the main thing is just knowing why you're making it and where it needs to go. If you are doing YouTube, we'll talk about YouTube a little bit more tomorrow. We might even give you a couple of keywording tips and tricks. So if you are putting videos up and want them to start getting ranked for some keywords, we're going to give you a little insight into what we do too.
Yes, and how to share them across multiple platforms, because there's, Sarah just mentioned Amazon S3, so there's a reason to put them there, but there's also a reason not to put certain ones there as well. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Where's the best place to store your videos? And as Sarah said, some tips and tricks that I've been learning recently on how to keyword some of your videos so they'll be more likely to be seen. So let us know any of your questions about video as well, because we'll try and cover them. If not in tomorrow's call, we'll do another one or something like that. We'll let you know about it. If, of course, you are in a hurry and you want to know more quicker, well, then let me know and come into our membership straight away. That's absolutely fine. $7. It's, you know, what have you got to lose? But until tomorrow, that's about it from us. Remember to comment below. Bye from me.